Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Thomas. Today we are back here with Just Bad Games again. So today's video is on the Charlie's Angels video game from the GameCube. So, yeah. Honestly, it's another one of those videos I was like, well, you forgot about that one. So, here we are, we're checking it out. So, let's take a look back and see Charlie's Angels. Kind of curious about this one, so let's learn more. So, let's go. Be sure to subscribe for more, hope you enjoy. Here we go.
A warning from the team at Re-Res. The following title contains a game-breaking glitch when you attempt to play without a memory card inserted in your Nintendo GameCube.
Mapping.
This glitch prevents you from completing the first world and traps you in an endless loop of gameplay that will haunt your very existence.
Really?
If you have to play it, make sure you save it.
Requires a memory card? What game would torment their players in such a horrific way?
Charlie's Angels is a video game developed by Neko Entertainment and published by Ubisoft for the PlayStation 2 and GameCube in 2003.
The game is based on the Charlie's Angels films from the early 2000s, which were a revival of the Charlie's Angels TV series from the 1970s.
The plot follows three women who work as private investigators for millionaire Charlie Townsend, who famously is only ever heard as a voice on a speakerphone.
This isn't the first time we've seen
Charlie.
Ubisoft make a video game based on a female-focused crime-fighting property with private investigators. Anyone remember that VIP game we had so much fun playing?
You press the X button 5 times and your character automatically takes out the boss. Seriously, we're not pressing anything. This is just happening.
Wow.
This is the end of the game.
We're in trouble, aren't we?
You have
Yep.
no idea. Let's get to
Alright,
disguises
let's go.
and kick
Let's
butt
check out this
teamwork
game
with
of
Charlie's
How to
Angels.
reboot.
The game starts with a news report. Apparently, a mysterious group called the Monument Pirates has been stealing monuments from around the world. The most
Damn,
recent
really?
theft, shockingly, was the Statue of Liberty in New York.
You might ask how many people it would take to make a 225-ton statue disappear without a trace, and we know the answer. It's one Krang.
Bring that statue back, you bloated beanbag!
But in case it wasn't
TMNT
stolen by an
reference?
interdimensional space brain from the future riding a giant exosuit, the president hires Charlie and his angels to find out who did.
Everyone gathers at the Charlie's Angels headquarters for Charlie's assistant Bosley to give them their assignment.
A giant cargo ship was spotted off the Easter Island coast. It's currently on stopover in Los Angeles.
Wait, I thought in the 2003 Charlie's Angels sequel that Bosley was played by Bernie Mac.
Yeah, he was.
What's happening, Charlie?
Oh, I get it. The game couldn't get the original stars to do the voice acting, and they brought in a bunch of bad sound-alikes, right?
Yes, no?
Incorrect. Cameron Diaz, Drew Barrymore, and Lucy Liu all reprised their roles as the Angels.
But they stopped
Really?
at Bernie Mac.
And angels, try not to sink the boat. Our insurance company might not appreciate it.
Probably hoped I could just slip by.
Fake Bernie gives the
I don't know. I wonder if Bernie just saw the game and was like, yeah, I'm not joining in this. Either that or they, I don't. I'm not even sure why they didn't bring Bernie Mac into it. I mean, they got everyone else, so why not? Here's on that one, but I guess this one's best to just let it happen, I guess. Moving along. Also, you know, I'm surprised. I mean, this Despicable Me 1, there are a lot of movies that have, like, you know, or at least a lot of stories of monuments getting stolen. I'm mostly surprised we don't have that in real life. But then again, we just have them facing them, and, well, it's possible to actually steal them, which, if they can, good luck. Anyway.
Angels their first mission. Investigate a cargo ship in Los Angeles that might be related to Lady Liberty's theft in New York City.
But before we start that mission, it's time for an epic Charlie's Angels intro.
Okay, little underwhelmed. Where are the teases of action and drama? Couldn't they at least power walk or something?
They've opted for calm saunters and head tilts. Subtlety, exactly what this series is known for.
Off to the cargo ship, where the Angels are supposed to infiltrate undetected. To do this, they go undercover as contestants in the Miss Bikini contest going on at the same time.
Because we all know the best way to go unnoticed is to draw all attention directly to you in a contest that judges your physicality. Is this game just an excuse used to get characters in gratuitously revealing clothes?
Yep.
Right. Well, Cameron Diaz's character, Natalie, discreetly leaps off a catwalk in a bikini, and then things get problematic.
She's immediately assaulted by random people at the beach.
Now, as far as we're aware,
Okay.
these people are in no way related to the Monument Pirates. They're beachgoers taking in a bikini contest.
Hell?
Bikini contest, where elimination is permanent.
I've got a load of questions already, but let's start with this one. Why does Natalie sound like a dejected goose when hit?
You'll be hearing poor Natalie's
Okay.
honks of pain for a while because the game loads on the hostels immediately with absolutely no combat tips or tutorial in sight. Come on, Natalie needs direction.
Other than fly south for winter. I think she's got that one.
You're not told about your controls or what move sets you may have access to. We messed around with different inputs and quickly discovered we could do this.
Okay, just a long jump.
No, it doesn't really do anything. We just think it's fun.
They also don't explain why every time you knock someone out, you get a message on the screen that says, "Not bad."
Not bad? What's not bad? Our
Edits.
fighting performance? The people we're fighting? I mean, clearly they're bad because they're picking fights with random bikini models, so...
Oh, hey, check out this guy's sweet moves.
Not bad.
We pushed
There.
forward, fumbling our way through combat and doing a not bad job when we began to notice the very repetitive nature of the game.
Beat people up, move to the next area. Beat more people up, move to the next area. So on and so forth. You do this until you reach the end of Natalie's section and you switch to another character.
Yup, you play as all three angels in this game. You either switch automatically as you progress, or you can switch in the pause menu. Oh, but don't worry about the ability or gameplay variety. All the angels play exactly the same.
We get switched from Natalie to Lucy Lou's Alex, who appears to be in a swimsuit. Wait, why is she in a swimsuit? Natalie was the one in the contest on the beach, not Alex. If her goal is to go unnoticed in what appears to be a shipping yard, that's the wrong look.
Do you know of a place where sailors hang out?
The best part is that now
Okay, honestly, I actually do remember this game from, like, I think JonTron covered it before. I think if you idle long enough with Alex, I'm not sure if it's just like an idle thing, but it just goes just a weird dance. I don't know, like, it was just an idle thing, but that's what I remember. I think he actually did have that glitch of just being stuck on the first level, but I don't know. I'll have to see if I can find that JonTron video and look back on it. It's something I remember, but I don't know. It's been a while since I've seen it. Anyway.
Alex is getting into fights with dock workers. Again, can't stress this enough, it's never established that any of these people are connected to the Monument Pirates in any way. One minute they're working at the docks, the next, a woman in a bikini shows up and starts handing out concussions with a wrench.
After bludgeoning
I
every
guess they
blue collar
didn't have a
in
way to
sight, Alex starts
originally?
to climb a ladder.
Oy.
Look,
Did
if
not
you're gonna
time that
make
out
us
well.
sit here for an hour and watch this horrible character model skitter up the side of a tetanus pipe, at least animate it properly. Her
Yeah,
hands
okay.
and feet aren't matching the freaking rungs of the ladder.
Turns out a lack of attention to detail is the name of the game. Check out the sequence where Natalie hops in a motorboat and drives off. Looks like the boat model's, a few feet over that water texture.
By the time
Very
we
bad.
made it onto the cargo ship where the actual
at least
enemy
she's
is
out of the
supposed to
bikini
be,
this
the
time.
combat was already starting to wear super thin. In our frustration, we tried to run
mind.
past the enemies here.
Yeah, but don't do this. The game doesn't like when you do this.
Invisible walls actually block your path until you beat the required number of enemies in a section. But that wasn't our biggest problem.
Nah, biggest problem was the camera. When we started through the door, the camera snapped to the other side of the door inside the
stuck.
boat, and it would not let us go back. We were stuck in a doorway while being attacked.
Nothing like being pinned against an invisible wall while blindly fighting off enemies that you can't really see.
Look, clearly this game has problems. To make it through alive, you're gonna need help.
Don't worry though, because there are boxes all over the levels, and when the angels aren't clipping through them, you'll be able to break them open. Sometimes you'll find items like extra health.
Every angel has a different item they pick up for health. Alex's is a muffin. Makes Makes sense. Muffins are a nourishing snack.
Natalie's is a CD. Not a classic health pickup, but hey, I can see how music can reinvigorate someone, I guess.
Drew Barrymore's character, Dylan, finds a lighter for health, which, wait, how exactly can a lighter change your health status? Oh, whatever, doesn't need to make sense. Apparently her character is all about that lighter in the movies.
If health pickups aren't enough, you can also find extra life pickups that randomly drop from dispatched foes. Just like the extra health, each angel has a unique one-up icon.
A tiny version of their character model
Just
in a
T-pose.
T-pose. Creative.
Another thing about these extra lives, you can only carry 9 at a time. After that, the game stops spawning them completely.
Hey, do you think that has anything to do with the fact that they would have had to redesign the interface to fit a double-digit lives number?
Do I think
Makes
they made a
sense.
design decision based on what was easiest to do? Yes.
We finally finished the mission, and the team's back at the headquarters in another cinematic. Why are they wearing the exact same clothes as the last time they were in the office?
Well, we don't know the reason
Maybe
in
they washed
universe,
them, I
but
don't
after
know.
several hours of thorough analysis, I found an image that can answer that.
Oh, right. Speaking of cost cutting, in this scene, Charlie refers to the tattoo Dylan found on the captain. Wait, when did Dylan find a tattoo? No, wait, when did Dylan find a captain? That was nowhere in the gameplay we just finished. Is every story
hell?
beat gonna be an off-camera moment spewed into exposition later?
The non-existent tattoo direct.
Yeah, honestly, did they forget to add an ending credit? Because I feel like it's going to be a level complete, no ending cutscene, we're just off to here. I mean, seriously, you think they would have added that? You know, be like, hey, good job. Here's where we're going to go next. I mean, I guess that's what they're trying to do here with The Office, but you think they would add a cutscene for like, hey, good job in here, so we're going to see what you found here. You know? It's a show don't tell, we're not a book. Anyway.
The team to an Alaskan militia group called Silent Winter. They now have to
Winter, huh?
infiltrate their base for information.
In Alaska, we get our first hands-on with the game's combo system.
And gotta be honest here, we don't really understand the benefit of it. The fights seem exactly like they were before, but now we get combo appearing in the center of the screen.
If anything, this change is a detriment to gameplay as the combo animation needlessly slows the already awkward flow of combat.
that frame rate.
Something to make this game even longer to play. Perfect.
Our not bad messages from before have now been replaced with the occasional good after combos. What do these mean?
Turns out there's an arbitrary system in place that ranks how efficiently you fight.
Does the game ever explain this? Does it really matter how good or bad your ranking is?
Nope. Heck, we don't even get a pat on the back for kicking this guy onto a flaming barrel and cooking his body into nothingness. We thought we deserved some kind of trophy.
Speaking of visual oddities, what exactly is Alex wearing on her head here? Looks like some kind of nest.
Does
Oh my God,
anything
Bill.
remotely interesting happen in this part of the
birds.
game?
There's another ladder climbing sequence. Takes over 15 seconds.
So action-packed, it hurts.
Eventually, Alex gets to a generator and calls the other angels to say she's cutting the power. Instead of pulling a switch or doing something technical, she kicks it, which actually works. More on this later.
We switch over to Dylan, and we make impossible jumps up a set of stairs. I can't stop watching this. It's terrible and beautiful, and I love it.
Boom! Grenade attack!
The enemies have officially graduated from close quarters combat to lobbing grenades from off screen that you have no way to defend against.
Maybe this wouldn't be so bad if you could control the camera angle, but you can't. You can't move it to see what enemies are ahead. But of course, the enemies always see you.
Can we talk about the level design in this game? Because after playing just a few minutes of the section, I feel like I'm losing my mind.
Sure, here Dylan's going through a floor in this generic office building, and here she is on the next floor up. You notice any resemblance? It's like they
Similar?
copied and pasted the entire section without changing a thing.
Oh, they did change something.
They did.
Yeah, this corkboard was moved to the other side of the door.
A choice like that seems like about as much effort as was put into the design of the Silent Winter boss fight. See, normally you can low effort button mash your way through fights against dumb, incredibly easy AI drones like we're doing right here, but for the boss, they chose to... Oh, no, wait, that
Same
was
thing?
the boss.
Wow.
Oh.
Mission accomplished! back to the Angels' headquarters where the
Seriously,
gals
again?
are, surprise, surprise, in the same clothes from the previous cutscenes. We'll just assume it's their lucky mission-accepting outfits that can never be washed.
Intel the Angels gathered in Alaska points to a house in Mexico. The new target is an old adversary from the movies, the Thin Man. Now they're off to Acapulco.
As you'd expect, the gameplay in this level is very similar to what we've already dealt with, consisting of simple, repetitive beat-em-up sections. There are some exciting new melee weapons, though,
Also,
like
the guy just
stick.
belly flop.
Yeah, that's all we got.
Here we can see the use of
Oh,
what the
copy
game
paste
calls
everything.
Angel Time. Now if you look really, really closely, you'll see the enemies are moving ever so slightly slower because
barely.
of it. Now if you look even closer, you can see a picture of me crying into a pillow because this crappy excuse for bullet time adds nothing to the game and is a complete waste of time.
Eventually,
Yeah, I'm getting bored to tears over here. That's what I feel like. I don't know. Like, sheesh. Let me just copy paste basically everything. It's almost just like you're just changing up the settings. That's it. Almost there. Let's just keep going.
Alex finds the Thin Man. Sweet, another boss fight. Time to deploy the epic tactics we learned throughout the game to take him out.
You mean spam the face buttons with your foot while you browse your phone?
Precisely.
Success! We get a cutscene made with the actual in-game models, which is actually a good thing, because now they're wearing different clothing for at least one of the cutscenes in this game.
And different faces?
It's like the creators were given a rough police sketch of Cameron Diaz.
Suddenly, the Angels set up to do a fancy move where they lift Alex in the air to attack the Thin Man. Instead of hitting him, they scare him off and make absolutely no attempt to pursue him. Good work, Angels.
I mean, there's no time to apprehend a dangerous criminal when you need to deliver lines like this.
I think he has a crush on you, Dylan.
Well, he did smell my hair first.
Oh, it's so much fun. Psst, what the hell are they talking about?
It's from the movies. Oh, wait.
what?
Did someone at the development studio accidentally load the intro a second time?
Oh, maybe
Yep, they
that's the
did.
end of the game.
Oh, please, please, please let it be over.
Good morning, Angels.
Good morning, Charlie.
Like
much.
clockwork, we're back
Not
for
yet.
another debriefing scene.
Good work. While you were gone, I identified the cargo ship's owner. He goes by the name of Ed Foster. He's an industry magnate and owns a home in Scotland.
Let me guess. We're going to pay him a visit.
Charlie is sending the Angels to Scotland to investigate the owner of the cargo ship from before. This scene has a weird problem.
You mean how Bosley throws a muffin on the floor with absolutely no context?
No, I honestly
Not
can't
that
say
one.
that's what I meant. See, in this scene, they set up that their current target lives in a castle in Scotland. And Bosley says,
We know that Foster's quarters are located in the heart of the dungeon. That's where I suggest you look for him.
then Natalie volunteers Alex to take the lead on this mission, to which Alex replies,
Why am I the leader every time black leather and a whip is involved?
Leather on a whip.
Did she just say black leather and a whip?
Yep.
Bosley didn't say anything about leather and a whip, did he?
No, that line comes out of nowhere. It's an old Scottish castle. It's like they need to take everything to erotic extremes. What, if the Angels have a stakeout at a public library, do they dress up as giant, sexy books?
Maybe? I don't know.
No, stop it. No, that's stupid.
Sure enough, when the level starts, there's Alex dressed up. Oh, no, we were wrong. She totally fits in.
Let's just give her the benefit of the doubt and agree that her outfit makes sense in an old Scottish castle. What's the use of getting all incognito when she immediately blows her cover by kicking the snot out of everyone in sight?
Bill, there seems to be a dominatrix outside beating up the groundskeepers.
Meanwhile, elsewhere in the game, we're still having trouble with basic exploration.
During our playthrough, we've been hunting for the hidden collectibles scattered throughout the levels. There are film reels and memory sticks that, when collected, unlock bonus videos and pictures.
But don't get too excited about extras. Hunting for these objects is made almost impossible by the game's camera. You have zero control over its position, so to explore every corner of an area, you have to literally walk every inch of it.
Because these items are hidden. Like, they don't really want you to find them hidden.
Typically,
Wonder
beat-em-up
why.
games don't really need you to control the camera. On older games like Streets of Rage,
So
Teenage
explain
Mutant
the
Ninja
game.
Turtles, or even 3D games like Dynamite Cop, the camera is positioned in a way so everything you need to see is in view.
But this game doesn't do that. So without free camera movement, you have to walk your character all over until they accidentally stumble upon a collectible.
And even then, you have to worry about those dreaded invisible walls that we mentioned before.
Yup, they're everywhere in this game. Not only do do they block off inaccessible parts of the level, but they also keep you from treading back to where you've previously been.
If you do try to backtrack, this is what you get. Your character running up against nothing.
So if you're looking for collectibles, be careful you don't wander too far from an area that you haven't completely searched yet. You can accidentally be locked out, unable to return unless you decide to play through the entire game again.
Honestly, it's not even worth your time because all these items unlock are lazy tack-ons. You get access to the game's cutscenes, a teaser for the Charlie's Angels Full Throttle film, and a very broken photo gallery.
Each album within the gallery has 4 images, but over half of the galleries only have 3 because there is a broken duplicated image.
Are you telling me they lazily tacked on their lazy tack-ons?
Yep. Anyway, back to Scotland for one last moment of excellence. Natalie has to open the entrances for the other girls. She comes across a complex machine that controls the gates. So what do you think she does?
Lever? I'm just scared.
Seems like every time the Angels find an apparatus that doesn't have a keyboard or some kind of button, they just kick the crap out of it.
Some elite, highly trained agents right there.
Boom! Smells like we're back at HQ.
And Bosley's muffin is back too. Good to have the most intelligent member of the team back.
Now, the Angels have a lead indicating a theft will occur in the Forbidden City in China. The Angels have to prevent the theft of the Emperor's throne.
In the Forbidden City, you will see impressive sights like fountains that have water that isn't animated and doesn't move, just like real life.
You'll also spend time spinning Natalie's model, because it looks incredible.
Speaking of incredible, we just discovered this kick move. The Angel leaps in the air and quickly kicks a couple of times before landing.
Other than being entertained by those 3 things, this is probably the most bland level we played in the entire game.
All of the sections here look very similar and completely unimpressive. It's shocking that they put so little effort into one of the most visually stunning palaces in the world.
The level ends with Alex fighting the Thin Man
again.
Then we see the throne being airlifted away while the Thin Man cackles with laughter. Better luck next time, Alex.
Well, the joke's on the Thin Man. They didn't get the Emperor's throne.
What do you mean?
The designers for the game didn't model the right throne. That is actually the bench from the throne of the Hall of Middle Harmony. The main throne, the big one, the one that people would likely want to steal, that's the Emperor's throne in the Hall of Supreme Harmony, also known as the Dragon Throne. It looks way bigger than the one they stole.
You're telling me they put the wrong throne in the game? They didn't do the research and picked any old picture of a chair in the Forbidden City and just based it on that?
I know. Shocking. Truly.
Back for another cutscene in HQ.
Good morning, Angels.
Good morning, Charlie.
Good news. The data you downloaded at the Thin Man's hideout indicated the whereabouts of Foster's private little museum. Bosley will fill you in.
You know, watching all these clips, something's really been bugging me. Sometimes the characters' mouths look like they don't really match up with the dialogue. I mean, sure, they're clearly reusing assets and not putting much effort into gameplay, but this looks so bizarrely off.
What we're dealing with here is an ultra-secret military compound buried at the bottom of the Grand Canyon.
Remote, discreet, and undetectable by satellite, right?
Undoubtedly difficult to access.
Probably very well guarded, with a security system that's state-of-the-art.
What if I were to tell you that it doesn't match? Because they're not speaking English.
But they are speaking English.
Yeah.
Oh, it would seem so, but there are 2 languages on the GameCube version of this game. English and French. Just watch one of these clips again with French turned on.
Nous avons affaire ici à un complexe militaire ultra secret, enterré dans le Grand Canyon.
Loin de tout, discret et indétectable par satellite, évidemment.
Terriblement difficile d'accès.
Avec des gardes armés jusqu'aux dents. Et un système de sécurité à la pointe de la technologie. C'est parti!
No, they didn't.
Yes, they did.
Bonjour les filles.
Bonjour Charlie.
See, developer Neko Entertainment is a French company. For whatever reason, the animators chose to match the mouse to the French voice actors and not the American stars of the film the game is based on.
La seule chose qui est sentie de près aujourd'hui, ce sont mes bottes.
Is this game done yet? I feel like I'm about to pop a blood vessel.
Almost.
I mean, I don't know why they didn't have like a... Okay, sorry. What I'm thinking is, couldn't they just figure out like some way to make it like, you know, if you choose the English, it would play like some English cutscenes that you could like, you know, where it matches lip sync. But here it's just like, no, it's whatever you choose, one will sync, one will not. Like, how does that even work? Oh boy. How does that happen? Anyway,
The mission to find the Statue of Liberty continues. They now know where the main bad guy's hideout is. It's a compound buried at the bottom of the Grand Canyon.
The Angels head to the canyon, wearing orange jumpsuits that make them look like escaped convicts.
Dylan's clothing has got to be the worst though. The top of her jumpsuit is left open, showing off her bra underneath.
But the designers chose to make that particular piece of clothing the same color as her skin, so she looks like she's kinda topless this entire level.
Brave, curvy choice.
Just like the rest of this game, they're fighting off more and more enemies from all over, including milkmen, who are, well, they seem to be out of place, to be honest.
Natalie uses her amazing combo attack that we call butt bump to bump an enemy off a ledge.
Butt attack! Throughout the level, you'll notice that parts of it are not functioning properly. Physics seem to be off or something.
Here we see a recently knocked over enemy that just sorta floats down the road.
This happens a lot in this level.
It didn't happen in
your
any
enemies
of
for
the
a
other
walk, I
levels we
guess.
played, but it happens so often here that we think it might have been an intentional design choice. Maybe.
You know what we're confident wasn't intentional? The abysmal enemy AI. Come on, buddy, just walk around the fence. You're making this game longer than it needs to be.
The game continues, and we beat up some helicopter pilots. We assume we're gonna fly that helicopter over there somewhere, when suddenly...
Alex has a jetpack.
Where did you find that?
Why? How?
What is even happening anymore?
Never mind. Now all the angels find themselves in a warehouse. At the center of the warehouse, the Statue of freaking Liberty.
This is just the pinnacle of stupidity. This game wants us to believe that these criminals just picked the Statue of Liberty off of Liberty Island in one piece and placed it on a boat. Sailed that boat all the way to Los Angeles without the authorities catching on. Then from LA they got it, still in one piece mind you, all the way to the Grand Canyon, one of the most visited tourist spots in the country, without anyone detecting it. Cut to Natalie mid-fight with a guy in a white suit. This literally just happens. We have no idea who this is or where they came from. He doesn't even have any lines. We'll just assume something got cut out.
Alex decides to deface a priceless monument, and the Statue of Liberty's torch drops on Mr. Whitesuit.
We'll repeat that. She rips off the multi-ton arm of a huge metal statue by herself with no tools or anything. Just brute angel strength.
Now he's trapped in a little makeshift jail. That's fun. Except in reality, he should have been crushed to a bloody paste by the torch's flame, which is strangely absent here.
Charlie calls in and has a full conversation with the angels in the middle of the enemy compound through the enemy's PA system.
Good morning, angels.
Good morning, Charlie.
Wait, what?
Good morning, angels.
Good morning, Charlie.
Charlie says he's sending the girls on a celebratory trip to Hawaii. Then they hear police sirens and run off. The end.
No, I do not
it?
accept this as the ending of the game. That's awful. We did not play all 3 hours of this exercise in stupidity just to find out the gals go to Hawaii. Give us something else. We have questions.
Who were the monument pirates? Where did they come from?
What was the purpose of stealing monuments?
How did they possibly pull off what they did?
Why did the angels run off at the sound of police sirens?
Looks like we may never have answers to those questions, but if you're wondering how Charlie's Angels on the GameCube is, well,
it's just bad.
Yeah, no kidding. Like, seriously. Oh, wait, there's more. What if it's just like, honk, or let's just see. Sorry, just... Yeah, it's just honking. Okay. So it's just a beat. Okay, sorry. Just had to check. Anyway, so there you go. Charlie's Angels, and whew, I guess they were trying to get that one out fast, which did not go well. Well, till next time, thanks for watching. I'll see you around for the next one. Adios.